Hi, welcome to the review. My name is Jake Masterson, and today we are talking about one of the biggest stories that I saw on Twitter today. It is currently the number one thing trending on Twitter. And if you look there right now, you know what it is. It is the Ohio State situation. Basically, this blends in with Me Too movements as well. We're going to compare and contrast the two. We're also going to compare and contrast this to the Penn State situation we saw almost 6 years ago. Jake, what happened in Ohio State? I was just getting to that. But anyway, the wide receiver coach for Ohio State has been alleged to have hit his wife. And this has to tie in with the Ohio State head coach as well, Urban Meyer. He is, or has, lied to Ohio State officials about not knowing this. He knew. He knew the allegations. And right now he is on administrative leave as we speak. However, they, in my opinion, will have to fire him, or else the backlash will be just like the Me Too movement. Why I'm comparing it to the Me Too movement is because this only happened almost 10 months ago, and it is still lingering to this day. What Urban Meyer is doing right now is what most people, what a normal person would do in this situation. He would step aside and let the investigation into this matter happen and not say anything that would incriminate him, or say anything for that matter. That's what a smart person would do. He would remember this for the rest of his life, unlike Al Franken, who teases at the idea of running for office again, or in this case, Urban Meyer continuing to be coach or looking for another job at our college. Al Franken forgot about his allegations or why he had to resign in the first place. Let that sink in. With the way that the media and social media is taking this seriously, this is a clear sign that the effects of the Me Too movement are here to stay. Unlike the allegations made against other celebrities and politicians. But we have not had a instance like this in the college sports world. However, stupidly enough, people are comparing this to the Penn State child abuse situation back from 2012, in which Jerry Sandusky, a former assistant coach, had 52 counts of child molestation handed to him, and these counts were recorded over 15 years. He now lies in prison. Jerry Sandusky was assistant coach to Joe Paterno, who died shortly after the scandal was made aware to him, so he could not be there for a trial. But Jake, what did Joe Paterno do? Or was accused of doing? He was accused of not telling anyone of this, or at least not doing enough. Some people are saying that Urban Meyer doesn't deserve or doesn't need to be a part of this, since they see no relation to this investigation into Zach Smith, the former wide receiver coach for Ohio State. And in case you don't know, this isn't just any college football team. It is Ohio State's football team, which means it could have big implications for how well the Ohio State football team does should they choose to oust Urban Meyer. Seeing as Ohio State is number 3 in the preseason top 25 for this year, a close friend of mine implied that they won't get rid of Urban Meyer as means of profit. And it would be disturbing if this is true. But there is logic to his claim, since Ohio State, not too long ago, in 2014, won the national title in college football. College football, in my opinion, is bigger than professional football. A lot of kids are having trouble paying off their college tuition fees, such as I. I'm thinking maybe that if we chop up the profits from last year's season 5%, they might be able to pay off a whole lot of our college debt instead of letting it linger for generations to come. They won't have to pry to government to pay it off, as due to the popularity of college football, they would be able to pay it off. As an added plus, they won't have to take away the military budget. They won't have to trim it. However, as of now, Ohio State has announced the investigation into Urban Meyer will be done within 14 days. I can't say I'm surprised because it might interfere with football season. But if that's the reason why, then that shows how much they're willing to sacrifice safety for sport. But yet again, this is football we're talking about, and concussions are still a thing. And as of Friday, a few days ago, after I started recording this, Urban Meyer confessed to failing on many fronts during the Big Ten Media Day. This includes lying to the press about the big assault. But don't worry, he followed protocol. But Jake, why is it such a big deal then? Well, if that's all he did, then why did he lie to the Big Ten press about it? There was no need for it. But from the way he responded, it almost seems like he wanted to get these questions out of the way. Like he was sick and tired of hearing about it, or being asked about it, or just sick of the whole situation in general. But for me, as a Michigan fan, I just waiting for any indication of impact it might have in our chances of beating Ohio State. Any other further updates, I will keep you noted. My name is Jake Masterson, and I will see you next time.